Well, we had 6 outpatient appointments yesterday. They all went really, really well. Getting up at 5:30 a.m. was not so good for Jimmy. He had a screaming fit for a good 30 minutes until we got on the road and he finally fell back asleep. There were a few main awesome things that happened. From a kidney standpoint, they're very happy with the way that everything has been looking. We got blood draws after we met with the kidney team, so they were just hoping that everything stayed the same or didn't get worse or got better. And that's exactly what happened. His cystatin numbers, which I guess is another number that they look at for kidneys, are a little off, but they're not more off than they've been off before. And pretty much they were saying that, yes, he has some form of kind of chronic kidney, but with how many hits he's taken and having to be on dialysis and all of that stuff, honestly, I'm really impressed with where he's at, and so are they. They said he is doing phenomenal, which is crazy to hear. His calcium numbers are good, but we're still giving him tons of calcium, so we can't stop doing that now. We have to continue to give him calcium so that those numbers stay good. His phosphorus numbers are pretty elevated, and he's also getting levothyroxine, which is to help with his thyroid, and his numbers were way, way off. And then Kim changed the way that she was giving it to him, where she would pause his feeds for an hour, then give it to him, and then restart his feeds an hour or so after that. And we just elevated how much more he was getting per hour throughout the day for feeds. But that seems to have worked. Like, his numbers have come down, and they're doing really, really well. Hemoglobin is 8.6, so that's multiple months now without a blood transfusion, which is amazing. I debated saying this, and wherever y'all are, knock on whatever wood you have available. Jimmy has broken his record for how many days home in a row. His previous record was 38 days. He is now on day 45. Crazy to think, and even more crazy to think that the last few hospital stays we've been at really haven't even been like a sickness or really his fault. It's been more our fault. So quite a long time without sickness, and we've had sickness in the house, and he's made it through. So thanks IVIG, I guess. You probably saw a video of another guy and his face on this page. That is Dave Dickerson, and I got to sit down with him. He's in my hometown, which is amazing, and he has a kid that's also on trach and has Noonan syndrome, and we were able to sit down and have a conversation. So I recorded it, and I've started this kind of new podcast, I guess, where I'm going to try to talk to other dads of medically complex kids, and the point is to shine a light on this thing that doesn't get talked about very much. We have a lot of medical moms out there, and y'all are doing fantastic, but medical dads aren't brought up in conversation a whole lot, and we don't speak out very much, but I think that it's important that we do. Medically Dedicated is the name of the podcast. It's kind of a play on words, medical dedicated dad, medically dedicated, you get it. Another really cool update is that Jimmy got his Passy Valve, which, if you don't know what a Passy Valve is, it's a piece that goes on the end of the trach, and then it allows air to come in, but it doesn't allow air to go out. So that forces all the air to come up and out of his mouth and nose, making it easier to hear him, which is awesome, but also very loud. So I wanted to share a clip that I took of him getting the Passy Valve put on for the first time. Keep in mind, he was very upset at this point because we had just gotten there. He was woken up at 5:30. He's usually not this upset, and he was very loud, but I still wanted to capture his first moments with the Passy Valve.
Pop it on. Quarter turn to the right.
Ooh. We gonna hear you more?
Hey, you're okay.
Okay, you can talk. Whoa! Whoa! You have such a voice.
Yeah.
You're fine. Listen to you go. Wow. Hey, baby.
Are you complaining?
Oh my goodness. You got such a big voice.
Your intubations and the charts are overdue. Do you guys have a plan for those? With your PCP? Is it your voice?
You're doing so good. Yeah.